Welcome to the American Horror Story weekly Wednesday live stream. I wanted to say a big shout out to my mom if you're watching. Hello, Mom. I love you so much. I miss you, and I will see you very soon. So I wanted to give a shout out to my awesome mother. But welcome to my freak show, everyone. If you are new, I am Mary Girl Moody. I'm an author, a mother, a wife, a theorist, and an AHS lover. And of course, if you're returning, welcome back to my freak show. I have missed y'all so much. So, of course, blah, 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 subscribe, blah, blah, blah. And this video, of course, is brought to you by me, by my books on Amazon or at any bookstore, of course, near you. I have 6 published novels, so there's plenty of reading material. And of course, you can download my books to any electronic device, so that way you're able to read it. Now, also, guys, I'm fundraising for the American Cancer Society in honor of my father's memory. So donations can be made in my tribute video. The link is in the description. You just click on the donate button that's on the upper right side to donate any amount that makes you feel comfortable. If you don't want to donate, just like the video. No worries. I really appreciate your kindness, guys, except cancer. Cancer can blow goat balls. Okay, so let's go on ahead and let's start with actual American horror stories. I'm so sorry, guys. I have so much pollen in my chest right now. Tonight, or tomorrow for a lot of us, episode 2 of AHS Stories is going to premiere on Hulu. The second episode is titled Aura. I guess it was supposed to be Necro, but the lineup was switched at some point. But I want to say a huge thank you to @American Horror Story on Instagram for this information because I did not know that they had switched the lineup. Now, as of the video that I'm making live right now with you guys, there is not promos or artwork for season 2, or sorry, for episode 2. There has only been a little description, and the cast, or the cast, yes, has been released. The synopsis of the episode is, quote, "A married couple is terrorized by a cryptic visitor after they move into a new house," end quote. And that description sounds vague, however, strangely specific. And it sounds a lot like a lot of movies that we have watched where somebody's moved into a new house and, some sort of stalker or previous person lives there or whichever. I love the idea of that. The cast list was released today, guys. And here is the cast for episode 2, which I'm really excited. We've got Max Greenfield. Please forgive me, guys. I know I say her name wrong all the time, and I do not mean it offensively. But Gabourey Sidibe, she's going to be in this episode. Joel Sweeto, Lily Roran, and Vince Yap. Excuse me. This episode is also written by Manny Cotto, and it's directed by Max Winkler, who is the son of, yes, our Henry. This is why I like to edit these videos. Henry Winkler. So, yes, he is the son of Henry Winkler, and I'm really excited to see his direction. Now, based on the description, the episode, like I said, really does sound kind of generic of what is out there for people moving into a new house and terrorized by a new person. It almost sounds like Roanoke in some way. But it doesn't matter. They really impressed me with episode 1. So I'm going to go on ahead and just, say yes, more please, when the episode airs tonight. So I'm just really excited to see what they bring us in this episode. And if you guys have any theories or any comments, go on ahead and put them in the chat, or you can list them in the comment section after the video processes, because I would certainly love to see them. And I know that despite the lack of my online presence recently, I do read your comments. I do see everything. So I really just appreciate everybody who does comment or hits the like or subscribes or just does anything positive for the channel. So I appreciate it. Guys, I do want to say, though, very quickly that, am I the only one who feels like season 2 of American Horror Stories has started off awesome? However, the creators and like Hulu or whatever, they're so messy right now. I mean, you get a list of the shows. We got an entire list of the episodes. Excuse me, I said shows, but episodes. And now the show has already changed the lineup of the episodes less than 1 week after the premiere. I mean, this could have been done due to either episode complications. Maybe they couldn't edit Necro in time for the premiere, or maybe they got such a positive reaction from last week's episode, Dollhouse, that this encouraged them to change the order of the shows. I mean, and why exactly aren't we getting like previews to the next episode anymore? Remember, we would always get previews of what was coming in the next American Horror Stories episode. Because I specifically remember the Naughty Santa one with, the young tech guys and Danny Trejo. And I specifically remember that trailer. It, I just wonder why we're not. I just wonder why things have just been so changed up and they seem so messy. I mean, who knows? But maybe all the change right after. Sorry. Who knows about why there's all this change? But it is messier than my young son's room. And that is a monstrosity. I am worried about season 2. Like I said, they do seem to be a little messy right now. However, I'm going to roll with it because episode 1 impressed me. It wasn't a freaking murder house. So it was great. Now, AHS season 11. Let's go on ahead and move into season 11 and move away from stories, which, as far as I know, I've reported basically everything. The episode will be released tonight. Now, for me, usually I don't watch the episode until the next morning because I get up so early in the mornings. However, I've just been having a problem of insomnia, so I've been staying up very late, and I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to watch it tonight. It either comes out at midnight for me on Hulu or 2 a.m. on Hulu, and that I'm Central Standard Time. So that means if you guys, you can certainly check your time zones, but I guess it would come out about midnight or 2 a.m. for me. And more than likely, I'll be up to watch it because I'm actually really excited. And then, of course, guys, I won't be so delayed in my review. It probably will be up tomorrow. So probably expect that. Okay, so again, for season 11, let's just go ahead and move into AHS season 11. Again, guys, we do not have much confirmed information on season 11, sadly. Most information is just unconfirmed, rumors, rogue theories. And I can definitely say season 11 is tentatively scheduled to premiere on Monday, October 17th, but that date has yet to be confirmed by the show. The cast is set to include Sarah Paulson, Rebecca Dillon. She was in last season. She was the mother of aliens in Death Valley. Isaac Cole Powell, Sandra Bernhard, Russell Tovey, Patty LaPone, and Charlie Carver. Now, these are rumors of return, but they're not yet to be confirmed. And that's Leslie Grossman, Lily Rapp, Emma Roberts, Kaya Gerber, and so many more. And I do want to say that Billy Lord has confirmed her cast, her confirmation that she's going to return for season 11. Excuse me. So yes, I'm sorry, Billy Lord is going to be in the cast of season 11. But again, guys, these are like Leslie Grossman, Lily Rabb, all of them. I only report facts. So if a reputable news site reports the information, then I'll absolutely report it. But, otherwise rumors don't really have a place on my channel unless they're theories. Because you guys know how much I love some theories. So those of you in the comments who really get mad that I don't report the rumors as facts, you're at the wrong channel, baby. But I do appreciate you helping me keep up with the rumors very much. So speaking of not being shy, let's move into something that I saw on Instagram, and it struck me hard about American Horror Stories. So I wanted to go over it with you guys and get your thoughts and opinions on it, and I'm definitely going to tell you mine. I saw that on my Instagram account. A lot of the American Horror Story fan accounts are really mad regarding the lack of information for season 11 of American Horror Story. Now, according to a post by major news outlet at American Horror Story on Instagram, on August 1st, major AHS reporting sites will stop reporting on AHS season 11. Now, for a minute, if you guys don't mind, let's go on ahead and let's read over this post. It is a little long, so I will tell you when I'm done reading it, but it makes a point. So let's read it and then talk about it. Now, it says, and let's begin. Dear Ryan Murphy Television and FX Networks, as this is natural for any long-time running TV series, the AHS fan base has shrunken significantly over time. In the show's early years, it made perfect sense to capitalize off the ever-theorizing fans who drove up engagement and create hype about the forthcoming season. Guilty right here. This chick is totally guilty. However, this radio silent approach no longer works. Diehard fans are fewer and farther between than ever before. The overwhelming volume of TV in the current landscape has made interest in this legacy franchise harder to generate and sustain than it was in the past. Even what has leaked thus far about AHS Season 11 has failed to stir excitements in fandom that embraces the fact that the heyday of AHS is behind us. Had the few surface details we have so far come from Ryan Murphy himself, been published in the trades, or even been shared through the show's official social media channels, it might be a different story. The reach of those formal promotional avenues is far greater than any other. Unfortunately, the work of keeping the show relevant and talked about sometimes seems to have fallen squarely on the shoulders of the undying loyal news accounts in this year. Yes, we are the show's cheerleaders. We play an important, if voluntary, role in the promotional ecosystem. We spend months on end, year around, thanklessly maintaining enthusiasm for the show. And we're tired. We understand your prioritization of the currently airing spinoff, your desire to keep some surprises for us, and the reluctance to announce anything prematurely in fear that it may change later, a la's, AHS's 2020 season 10 cast announcement. But with all due respect, we cannot spin straw into gold. We struggle to attract a wider viewing audience to the show we are devoted to, and when there's no news to draw them in with. Excuse me. As the fandom has become disintegrated and partly jaded because of the last season, which we acknowledged was the byproduct of earnest creative experimenting and unprecedented global pandemic, the tidbits we scraped together have failed to entice them. Even the surprising details and castings are met with indifference on account of the lack of context or official confirmation accompanying them. When the formal announcements of these things do come, if last year is any indication, months down the line, at the last possible second, the fandom shrugs them off in frustration. Before we are news accounts, we are fans, and we speak for the fandom in saying that we've grown bored and having to excite ourselves. As a result, effective August 1st, we will no longer be posting about American Horror Story Season 11 or American Horror Story Season 2 until such a time comes that the Mothership series receives the official overdue acknowledgement of its existence. This can come in the form of a logo reveal, a premiere date, a title announcement, a casting confirmation, plot details, the launch of a sweepstakes website, key art, or some substantive form of promotion. We feel that our beloved show has been forgotten about, and it's clear that you believe in the power of silence. The most respectful manner we can express our feelings is to reciprocate that belief. Kind regards, the AHS news accounts. And we have like AHS eight. Sorry, we have AHS Daily, AHS Spain, AHS Brazil, AHS Source, the AHS Zone. We have the horror stories, AHS 11 horror story news. I mean, the AHS FX. So many news. AHS news reporting outlets are joining in this. So now I am done, and that is the rest of the release, and that is what they had to say regarding their frustration and their anger. So, what do you guys think of this blackout? Let me know, of course, in the comments. I'm about to take some and read some. Now, I have to let you guys know, in my honest opinion, because you guys know my frustration. If any of you out there have been part of my channel since season 5 or the summer and moving into season 6, you would understand my frustration and how I absolutely and completely feel the pain of this post from the AHS news sites. Remember how long it took to get the theme of season 6? It was totally unprecedented. Usually they revealed it at PaleyFest. We got something regarding the themes because it seemed like AHS was a top priority up until season 5. And then when season 6 came along and they weren't giving us anything, I was so frustrated that I began that trend, which I titled Free the Theme. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I was really frustrated. I still kept reporting though, which inspired the weekly Wednesday live streams. And I also really had a lot of people who sympathized and were thinking, look, we want the information too. We don't know where it is, and it's frustrating, and we're just so antsy for it. That we understand your pain, and so in that pain, it's like we kind of all came together to express it and to vent our anger. It wasn't, we weren't like, but we're not. It wasn't to a point where we were going to say we're not going to follow the show anymore. I think at one point I woke up on one Saturday to check on in June to check on news for season 6, and there was nothing. And so I got up and I live streamed, and I was just so mad because there was still no information, and it was unprecedented again that they would wait this long to give us absolutely any information on the freaking show when it was literally coming up to premiere, I believe, in September. Anyway, so I was just so frustrated. But again, it definitely inspired the weekly Wednesday live stream, and it's kind of been that way after season 6, in my opinion. Season 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, they've all had the same problem. The show does not want to give us any information. They except for Cult, which Ryan just got drunk on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen. And it was like, we're going to do Hillary Clinton and we're going to do Trump, and it's going to be politically themed. He got so freaking smashed on Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen. Ryan was just blurting things out left and right. I don't know if that's the key to get him to talk, but only since season 6, only season 7 was kind of really given to us. We've usually had these kind of announcements. Ryan has put something out somewhere where it's like, oh, we're going to give you official information here and now. Mark your calendars. Or they would make a big production of it. But it's almost August, and we have nothing except a couple of actors. So I definitely, I'm so sorry, guys. I've been working out outside too, especially when it's hot. So I have some congestion right in here, so I definitely apologize. I just need to keep my throat lubricated. It's not the vid, I promise. So I certainly understand the hostility that everybody feels regarding the lack of news for American Horror Story. So I guess for me, since the experience of what happened between season 5 and season 6, I've just come to expect the fact that we're just not going to get any news until the show wants us to know it. And it's kind of mostly the reason why I did stop doing the weekly Wednesday live streams every single week, because it became a struggle. There was nothing to report on. And so I started at one point to do a theme like, okay, well, this week, I'm just going to report to you guys some news. Next week, come back with your thoughts and let's talk about Tate and Violet and why fans are so obsessed. So I definitely feel the pain. I would have to make you guys come to me and tell me, hey, what did you like and didn't like? Let's talk about this topic. We were trying to keep each other engaged before we got information on the show. So that being said, I support the blackout, but I'm just not going to be participating in it. I'm just completely in a different place right now than where I was when I started my channel. And I absolutely support this blackout. However, again, if you guys support it as well, let me know in the comments. If you don't like it, just let me know in the comments. If you have no opinion, let me know in the comments. But I really want to thank the American Horror Story news outlets that are going out there saying, hey, look, we're mad. We really need some information. You're focusing so much on stories. You need to give us story. And it truly is the show's responsibility to even put when they want to air the show. Now, I understand that Ryan might not have too much to do with some of it. Ryan and Brad are just simply the creative minds. The network is the one who gives them the times and the date that they can actually air. So that is what they're really dealing with. And so now, since they're with Hulu, they can just pop that episode out, whenever at a certain time in the morning, and people get up for it like me. So again, I really completely understand that. I mean, literally, it's almost August. We've got nothing for season 11. But I do feel like some of that is not Ryan and Brad's fault, because, again, they're just the creative minds they're just the brain of the machine. And sadly, the machine does other things that the brain is not wanting them to do. So, I mean, like, they have to work on the time slots that the network has been given to them, and probably as well as marketing and advertisement. But I definitely agree that this is frustrating. It's about to be August 1st, and we've got no information except for a possible premiere date and a couple of actor confirmations. And that's it. How rare is that for it to be almost August? Shows coming out in a month or two or three. Yes. 2.5 months, I guess. And there's no information. I mean, it's frustrating. It's so frustrating. So I absolutely understand their plight. I wish I could support it and do a blackout with them. I'm just in a completely different place, and it just would not work for me and my channel. But again, I definitely support them. So, all right, let's take some actual comments from you guys. Now, Adam, it is so good to see you. I know the actual premise of the show looks pretty creepy. I really wish that we would get some kind of preview like we did with Dollhouse. I really miss not getting a preview. Blaze, it's so great to have you here. I am so happy to see you. Belinda says, Mary, did you see? They changed the name of episode 4 to Blackout. OMFG. Ryan is hilarious. I'm assuming this is in response to the blackout protest by Fangers. Okay, so since I just covered it and Debbie just brought it up, and Debbie is like the queen of theories, all hail Debbie. That is pretty hilarious. I didn't remember what the name of episode 4 was. I thought that was Aura. 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 I know I say it that way and it's probably enunciated Aura, but I'm sorry. Aura. There we go. My pronunciations are a little off. That it would be hilarious if it really was. I would assume Blackout is more in touch with a actual like electrical blackout theme. So I did not see that. That is hilarious, Debbie. And again, you're the queen of catching everything. And we love you, and we're so glad you're here. Raider, I'm so glad to see you. Hello, buddy. Blaze says, have you all seen Angela Bassett in the new Black Panther trailer? No, I haven't. Debbie says, oh, Blaze, she's glorious. I will go check it out. Absolutely. DeVille, it is so great to have you. Why does everybody keep saying aura or aura in the comments? I know I'm enunciating it wrong. I'm so sorry. Like how I say Angelica Huston, and it's really Angelica Houston. So there's just certain things that I'm so sorry. I know I mispronounce, and when I say the word horror, it sounds like I'm saying whore instead of horror. And I don't know, but it's just the way that I speak. So I don't know if you guys are out there saying you're pronouncing it wrong. But I thank you for telling me that in the comments, guys. Itty bitty pumpkin Lynn. Hello, my AHS stands. Yes, we are all here. It is so great to have you. Blaze said, I'm glad they made a decision to only give her a speaking role in the trailer. I can tell her performance is going to be powerful. I will definitely check that out. Dead Pop Star, it's so great to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Cammie, I missed you so much. Thank you so much for being here. DeVille says season 3 in episode 1 was so good. Dead Pop Star said episode 1 was shockingly good. Touch of Noir, it's so great to have you here, darling. They say, I liked the first one, the first episode. I don't want to get my hopes up. It's too late for me, though. My hopes are so already up. It's just not even funny. DeVille says, I want a full series on Coven. Seriously. Right? I hear that. I don't want more Coven, says Deb Popstar. Overdoing something can be bad. Just look at Murder House. LOL. An apocalypse. I guess since they've stayed away from the witches lately, maybe that's why everybody was like, oh, okay. And they really played such a small role in the episode. I don't want to give out any spoilers, guys. If you haven't seen episode 1, please do not watch this live stream, or maybe keep your ears closed for just a little bit. I mean, I really agree with this. But it seemed like it was just a touch of Coven in the episode, you know? But no, I guess you are right, Dead Pop Star, because I totally got witchy vibes from Kobe. Yeah. Okay, I totally agree what you're saying, Dead Pop Star. We'll have to keep an eye out on that and make sure that they don't overdo it because, you know, we love the witches from Coven. And we don't want them to use it on overkill. Blaze says, hey, Mary, I have a question for you and all the people in the comments. What show is Angela Bassett better in, AHS or 911? 911. She's been great in American Horror Story, but I really love her acting range in 9/11. Really, we just get her in one tone in AHS, but 9/11, she's been thrust in so many different situations that you've got comedy, dramatic, scary. You have so many genres at that point that she's given an opportunity to have her acting, you know, be broadcasted in a vast and wide variety. So in my humble opinion, I think she's better in 911. So, okay. Debbie just had indicated on the name about Blackout. I'm assuming Ryan is being hilariously bitchy, says Debbie in response to the Blackout threat from Twitter fan groups. Hi, Thomas Perry. So glad to have you here. Adam says it will come out at 11 p.m. for you tonight, Mare. If that's the truth, then yeah, then wow, maybe I should go live tonight. We should talk about it if you guys are able to watch it. We'll check it out. Dead Popster says she plays totally different characters in AHS and 9/11. So absolutely. Floaty McFloaty face. Debbie Dead Popstar said, let's see if Billy Lord is in more than 5 seconds in this next season. I know, she was only in Death Valley for like 5 seconds. And thank you, Debbie. So yeah, absolutely. You guys are the best. Thank you so much for leaving me your comments and your thoughts on this. I really appreciate it. Debbie, thank you. Debbie says, thumbs up, guys. Please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to know every time Mary goes live. The Whovian with a small collection. Nice. I just finished double feature. That's how high my enjoyment was for that series. Season 11 needs more promotion. What did you think of season 10, their small collection? No worries, Zach, that guy that you were going up. Zach, yes, Zach says right now there was a promo for season 6. Remember how they released like 6 promos or 9 promos, and you had to pick the right promo that would be the theme, and it was the woman that was cutting the teeth or whichever. So that was something that they did for season 6, and to me that seemed like, wow, okay, well that kind of made up for it. But again, they haven't done anything like that since, and it's like, oh, come on. Blaze said, I saw a TikTok where season 6 predicted double feature. What? Season 6 is double feature before double feature, right? Ginger, it is so great to have you. Thank you so much. Debbie says, of course, we want information, but Ryan owes us nothing. Creators need to create in their own time. I absolutely agree, Debbie. And I understand that a lot of people are really pissed at George R.R. Martin because he's never released the last book for, his final Game of Thrones book. And it's just, at one point when fans are just hoping and expecting, I don't know, to me, that just shows the love that they have. And if somebody is that passionate about your show that they're willing to pirate, blackout, steal, or do that kind of stuff in order to gain access to your show, I mean, that's pretty flattering. And I absolutely want to give Ryan some time to create. We all know Ryan and Brad can start a season, but they can't finish it to save their lives. Okay. Ginger, yeah. Lowered inhibitions, Ryard spilled. I know, right? Just give him some alcohol and absolutely. Blaze says, I think AHS, I feel like it's going to be, season 11 is going to be a World War II theme. Zach, that guy says, I feel in my bones because it's filming in New York. It's going to be about plague and because of the pole. I hope not. Again, it just doesn't seem right. I mean, if American Horror Story did a season about AHS, sudden death of father, it'd be like, okay, I'm not watching that because that'd be triggering, obviously. So I just kind of, I don't know. I think that would be triggering for a lot of people. And I mean, it sounds great, but let's maybe do it for the next season, or maybe as a story on stories. I mean, I think it would just be better to just hold on to Plague for right now. Zach, I guessed it would be Plague, but set like the movie Warriors. Oh my God, Debbie. Oh my God. I don't know if you're talking about the Warriors. Warriors, come out and play. Or if we were talking about another movie that's called Warriors. So I love that movie, the Warriors. I saw that with my brother when I was a kid because he loved it so much. And it was just, oh my God, it's always stuck with me. Somewhere out there, someplace, you guys, is a good season coming of AHS, I promise. Same here, just make it a great season, unlike last time. Yeah. It also, Zach says, I just don't understand all the pictures of AHS 11, but it's stolen images from the vampire show The Strain. I know Ryan wouldn't steal images from another show just to get people talking. Let's see. Debbie says it was Milkmaids, that the ones that they had changed. The who with a small collection says, I live in the UK, so I haven't seen American Horror Story season 2 yet. How is it? Please tell me. Is it better than season 1 so far? Yes. It is so much better than season 2. Dead Pop Star, you just saw Nope yesterday. I can't wait. I really can't wait to go and see it. I just it's hard for me to get out. It's hard for me to like do certain things. But absolutely. I mean, I can't wait to see Nope. I love Jordan Peele. I have all of his movies right over there on Blu-ray, and absolutely. I I adore him, and I will definitely am going to see Nope. And have with a big bag of popcorn, my water, and myself. Robbie, there is no confirmation on Evan Peters coming back yet. No. So I know I love him too. So we'll see how it goes. I'm just trying to keep up with everybody's comments. Mike, it is so great to see you and have you here, darling. Thank you so much. Destiny Singleton, I absolutely agree with you. I definitely hope Macaulay Culkin comes back to the show at some point. I guess he's a new father. I think him and his wife had their first baby. Whew. I hope that he is enjoying fatherhood because it's absolutely wonderful. Mike says, just saw a TikTok of Leslie Jordan in New York. Fingers crossed he's in this season. Ooh. Maybe he's filming for Call Me Kat, but I don't know if they film in New York for that show. That would be wonderful. Oh, okay. The Whovian with a small collection said Red Tide is really good. Like full on loved it. Like surprised. I liked it. Then Death Valley, the black and white segments were good. Then those present day segments confused me, and then it just ends. Right? Seriously. Oh my God. I was watching the X-Files, that new season that they put out in 2017. I never got to see it. However, it was on clearance at half price, so I picked it up, and I just finished watching it. And there was a lot of references to 1947 when Roswell happened and aliens. And I thought, you know what? This episode really sucks of the X-Files. However, maybe this is what made Ryan and Brad decide to do this, because there was just such a, excuse me, a premise to it. I need to go back and watch it, of Mulder implying something else was going on. And it just seems like Ryan and Brad were like, what if that something else was going on was Amelia Earhart? She's got all this crazy stuff on her because now she's part alien. And the way that the X-Files ended, with everybody having alien DNA and their DNA. And if you had it in your DNA, it saved you from a global pandemic. And if you didn't, you died. So I just, yeah. Okay. So Debbie says, yeah, but Mary, plague in the 1980s is AIDS. Oh, okay. Yes, Mary, but plague in the 80s is AIDS. Yes, that Warriors It was the first thing I thought when they released the working title Bandana. Wow. I want Jordan Peele to direct an episode of AHS. I know, right? Connor says, spare a thought for those of us in the UK and Ireland who have to wait until the middle of August to see Nope. Oh my God. You guys can talk about that in the comments, but I do not want to be spoiled. And as far as I know, Jordan Peele makes fantastic movies. I loved Get Out. I loved Candyman. I think this is his third film. So, but he has other incredible acting and directing talent, or acting talents at least, co-writing and everything. So he is fantastic. I'm really excited to see this. So if you guys want to answer Connor and the questions, or sorry, in the questions and in the comments, please go right on ahead. Okay. I just wanted to get to, okay, into the comments. Okay. Dead Popstar says, I really hope they get Sandman right. I've been a huge fan for years. Right. Alan says, Pose and AHS crossover. That would be something. Yes, it would. Blaze says, I would literally die if Jennifer Tilly is in AHS a season. I know, me too. Zach says, I feel like if it's Plague, it's just going to be the remake of The Stand. And who wants to watch a Plague season right after Rona? I'd suffer through a Santa Claus or Sandman season. Well, I mean, he's not wrong. Debbie says, that's AHS Apocalypse with a special with the special DNA people. Yes, right? Right, Debbie? So it's almost, it's so weird. It's almost like because Apocalypse came out in 2018. X-Files shot in 2016, came out in 2016, 17, something like that. And then, yeah, we have, so it does seem to me that Ryan and Brad kind of ripped off a little bit of X-Files, of what they did a little bit. But I mean, inspiration was definitely there. Thank you for saying, Zach, that guy, Us. That's the other movie I forgot. So this is going to be Jordan's fourth movie, Us. I have all of his movies, and I cannot believe I didn't remember about Us. I loved Us. I thought that was so brilliant and beautiful that it was absolutely fantastic. So I'm really excited to see Nope. So guys, since it's 5:00, it's definitely dinner time over here, and I need to start making dinner before the kids go Lord of the Flies on me. So I absolutely want to thank everybody very much for being here. Thank you all for your support. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked and will subscribe, blah, blah, blah. I also want to say that my next review will definitely be up soon. And I'll definitely be back next Wednesday so we can theorize over the third episode of American Horror Stories Season 2. And then until then, guys, please check out my theory videos. There's over 40 of them, so there's plenty of them to view. Excuse me. And of course, don't forget, I'm fundraising for my father and in his memory. There's a link in the description to donate in his memory to the American Cancer Society if you are able to. If you are not able to, no worries. Just please say a prayer for him and whatever religion you follow. That would be very kind and appreciated. So, yeah, that's gonna do it, guys. I'm so excited for tonight. I can't wait to watch the show. I'm sorry. The second half of my theory video will be coming out soon. Sadly, right when I released it, I have the script finished. I have everything done and finished. I just need to actually film it. But I got the news, sadly, about my father's unexpected passing. So it just ceased filming for just a little bit. But the second part will be out there. Reviews and everything will still be out there. Sometimes they may take me just a little bit, but just definitely know that I love you guys and just thank you all for the support and the love. Okay, so thank you all so much for watching, and just be careful out there, guys, because the tearjerker is always watching Sexy Scathitch. You got to be careful for her dirty ass. All right, I love you guys so much. You are all the best. Thank you all for being here. I love you all. I'll see you guys next week and enjoy the episode tonight. Oh, and no spoilers tonight in Freaks of AHS. We're going to do that tomorrow. Love you guys. Bye.